This is the new Reflect series from BB&S Lighting.
This is a CineD Gear News video, supported by B&H and CVP.
Hey guys, Graham Miller Sheldon here from CineD.com. Welcome to NAB 2023. I'm here on the show floor in the BB&S booth with Toby. Toby, how's it going?
Good. How you doing?
Not too bad.
It's been a while.
I know it's been a bit, and I'm going to drink a coffee in a second, and I'm going to feel even better.
Perfect. It's the last day of NAB, you know.
That's right. Home stretch here, everybody. And I want to talk about the new product behind us, so why don't we do it?
The new products, I'll just throw it out front so everybody knows. We won an NAB award.
Congratulations.
We won the TV Tech Award. We won a TVB Europe Award. So CineD is next.
Okay, well, no comment on that, but you're already a triple threat. That's three, I think.
Yeah, we're good. So we specialize in remote phosphor. A lot of people don't know much about us. We've done videos before, but we're a 23-year-old company based in Copenhagen, Denmark. We started remote phosphor probably 10 years ago. We're releasing a story next week with 10-year use in a studio of remote phosphor. A lot of people don't even know what it is, but it's blue LEDs behind a phosphor plate. Right, 95 TLCI or 98 TLCI. So we've been doing all these different sizes. So we've been doing a lot of upgrading in the past couple of years. So we have all new extrusion, this metal, the aluminum part in the back. We have all new LEDs inside, about a 10% more efficient blue LED. So we're up to about 96, 97 TLCI instead of 95. The big area 48s were 98 TLCI. So that's kind of what we're doing. So we've got a 2-foot 2-bank, we've got a 1-foot 4-bank, and we've got a brand new 2-foot 4-bank. The new items are called Reflect, because of the angle, the reflect type of thing. This is a polished or a buffed aluminum for diffusion. It's not normal aluminum, so it's still soft with a soft light. So a remote phosphor light will go 15, 20 feet, no problem. So these lights right here, the 4-banks, 60 lux at 10 feet. And this is a 40 watt, 80 watt, 40 watt. And we're not talking about a lot of power here, but a lot of throw, but at really high skin tone, 99% perfect skin tone levels.
Well, Toby, before you continue, can I just ask you, what are some of the, I know you kind of work in classic LEDs as well, but what are some of the advantages over remote phosphor versus other types of LED lighting?
Well, remote phosphor is all about skin tone. Real simple. You've got 99% skin tone, but if you have talent at the desk or talent in an interview, they're either wearing a colorful dress, let's say, and maybe they got a tan skin, or they're a darker skin, or they're wearing glasses. All these different things affect the type of light. And you know, because you're a shooter, professional. I mean, that's what remote phosphor is all about, is allowing you to do those kinds of things without getting reflected off the glasses and picking up all the colors. So at 97 TLCI or 98 or 95 even, you've got that opportunity. So any camera today is wonderful, right? It's all about what kind of light you're using.
Sure. Yeah, exactly. And let's now back to the product here for a moment. So different color temperatures available, different modifiers.
Remote phosphor, we've kind of stopped doing 4300. If you want it, fine. But 4300 is available in the BiColor. And the BiColor comes two ways. So the BiColor is hard light without this diffusion on it. And with that diffusion on it, it matches the remote phosphor. So I can give you daylight, I give you 4K, give you 43, and it all matches. You can use them all together, mix and match. Everything's plug and play and mix and match. That's our whole thinking behind all this. Kind of an IKEA modular lighting system, but really high tech. So, yeah.
Very cool. And what about accessories, modifiers?
Well, we just happen to have. So we do a lot of 3D printing, like everybody else is doing. So one of the guys, everybody at the office is a lighting designer. That's what they do for a living. They do live shows, they do broadcast shows, they do interviews, and that's how they learn about all this stuff. So in a 3D print, we did this little device here that you squeeze and plop it right into this bar right here. And you can have a 45 degree. You can have a 60 degree by breaking out a tab. You can have a 90 degree, break out 2 tabs. And it's like $30 to do a 2-foot 2-bank.
Compared to a more expensive cloth grid.
Cloth grid, and they stick out this far, right? So you got an extra 2 or 3 inches that sometimes you don't want. So in broadcast, they're loving this right now. They're going, oh yeah, that's clean. All the new rooms are like 8 or 9 feet. I mean, today at this week at the show, I probably talked to 30 people with 8-foot ceilings or 8.5-foot ceilings. We used to have 14-foot grids, and you could hang the light up there, but it was all hot light.
Yeah, smaller studio spaces these days.
Cut down on space, cut down on cost, cut down air conditioning, save money on electricity. It's all about budgets now, and that's what we offer. So we offer all of these products in single color, BiColor, and full color. So this is what we do.
And I mean, you know, these don't put out a lot of heat anyway in the lamp head, but this is fine with all that.
No heat at all. I mean, that's the whole idea. The whole idea behind this extrusion is very low heat. And when they're hanging from a ceiling, they only take up 4 inches and an extra 2 inches for the coupler or a scissors clamp, whatever you happen to be. You're 6 to 8 inches from the ceiling. It works at an 8-foot ceiling, which is really great.
Well, let's talk about use cases for these lights. So for me, I mean, these make a lot of sense, obviously in broadcast studio, mounted from grids. What other use cases have you guys thought about for this particular lighting series behind me?
Well, we don't do a lot of medium production. We're doing these great big films. I mean, we had 600 lights on Kong versus Godzilla. So we had 250 of the Area 48 color and another 350 of the Area 48. They put in chroma green because that was all visual effects. But that's what they used our lights to do that. So we got 2 movies there doing that. So what we're doing with these, the guys are coming to me and say, well, look, these are so rugged, can't break them. Because our older ones were thinner aluminum and a plastic cover to protect them. Well, now you don't have any of that stuff, and it's twice as strong. Now they want to put them on really small, inexpensive stands. They want to hang them below the camera. They want to put them above the camera. Like this thing right here above the camera can do a whole group shot. And that's all the light you need. You know, I'd like to turn it up on your camera, but I think I'd blind it. So
Yeah, it's at what, like 3% right now? What is it at?
it's actually 3%.
Right. There you go. There you go.
So, and like I said, it's 60 lux. It's supposed to be 1 foot is 1,000 lumens. Not everybody knows lumens and lux, but that's a lot, right? So that's 10 watts, 10 watts, 10 watts, we have 40 watts. So we would have normally have 4,000 lumens or blah, blah, blah lux. So that, I was doing math really quick. But because of this reflector system, the way we've designed it, you've got 6,000 lumens coming out of this at 40 watts, right? And here you would have 8,000 normally. It's about 12,000. I mean, all of a sudden you go, wow, that's a lot of power. And everybody wanted to have a little bit wider because everybody's got a double wide 1x1, right? And
Yeah.
we're not in that competition. We don't want to be. We do individual lights that are 1 foot wide. They're very powerful and very clean. So we said, okay, we're going to give you that 2'4" bank. And everybody's loved it so far. And we won awards. I mean, come on. So
Yes.
all the lighting designers, we had 10 lighting designers here that all said, okay. We only had one that was complaining, right? Which is happy. It makes us all happy if only one person. There's too many different things. I don't know how to do it all. I want to just plug and play with one light with everything built into it, but we went modular, so we use this. So this is our 8-bit, 16-bit DMX control, RDM, software, BiColor, single color, all in one box with a power supply.
So walk me through the operation.
So you have menu, enter, up and down.
I mean, I can get that done.
Anybody can get that, but the first time is always like, oh, it's like a new computer. Like, which button does what, right? And so that's what you do. So menu gives you both the address immediately for DMX control, and then you have manual control, so you can just do it yourself without doing any external DMX. And then you can have internal control. So that means you can have DMX on or off. You can do different amounts of output. You can do BiColor. You can do 8-bit, 16-bit, CCT. I mean, everything you can imagine control-wise inside. You do square sine wave. You can do rounded sine wave. I mean, there's so much stuff in here. That's a mini computer. You know, that's what it is.
And a mini computer with only four buttons. It's 4 buttons too. You mentioned full RDM
control. So I mean, everything is there. So I'm going to turn this up a little bit if you guys don't mind. So we'll see what the cameraman says.
There you go. Perfect exposure. Yeah, I doubt it.
The lights, you don't get.
Is the Ballast as a whole redesigned for this as well?
Yes. This is all new with the power supply built into it. Before it was a little bit smaller box with a separate power supply. That was another. They didn't want to have to hang 2 things, right? So now you can hang one thing and put it on a desk, control it from there, and you can go wireless on it, no problem. So it's 4-pin or 2 or 3-pin. The 40 watt is a 3-pin. The 80 watt is a 4-pin, but it's all plug and play. And the DMX cable in and out, PowerCon in and out.
5-pin DMX, you have all that. Internal DMX, lumen.
512, everything done, but not wireless. I mean, we
You could get a dongle.
Yeah, everybody owns their own wireless system. Just use it. We work with all of them because we're RDM. We've been RDM since the beginning before anybody. So even our smallest stuff's RDM. I mean, that's what we do for a living, is make sure it's compact, does the job. It's Danish design. You see the silverware, it's perfectly smooth and clean and looks good. That's what we're trying to do all the time.
Very cool. Well, look, before I let you go, I want to ask price point, availability, but then I also want to ask you the question, I know you have your Area 48 for color, but color is the thing, you're arguing you're skin tone forward, you want great rendition on the faces, et cetera, et cetera. What does the future look like for you in terms of color, lighting, the whole thing?
That's that 2-foot double wide, so it's about that high and about that deep, but full RGB with the same LEDs we're using in the Area 48 color. It's using all the big movies. Okay, so that'll be available in probably July, August.
Okay, but you're not leaving behind, daylight, BiColor, which is good because I think people will find out they're in that CCT range more often.
Our color light is a match. 3 years in development, we were 3 years later than anybody else with color because of perfection. Peter, the founder of the company, did 15 years of opera lighting. You know what I'm talking about. Opera light, you got to have everything perfect, and he was doing it with the hot lights back then, with different colored gels. So that's a key to this thing. So 98 TLCI daylight matches the remote phosphor, so you can use the Area 48 and the Area 48 color side by side, right? We have BiColor that matches remote phosphor. Every single light we have, this is the manual DMX. 97 CRI. They all match, so they all can be used in one room at the same time or as different lighting points, but they all match. Doesn't matter with the camera. The cameras are all great. Now you got good lighting? Yeah, not necessarily, right? And that's the big question that I demand that people call me up and say, I want to use this and that. And I say, what other lighting are you going to use? I'm going to mix this and mix that. No. I don't recommend it. Go with one brand, stick with it. Your picture's going to come out a lot better. It's going to save you a whole bunch of time and money in post, which you know what I'm talking about again.
Yeah, of course. And I mean, there is an advantage, obviously, to keeping in a specific brand's ecosystem for all sorts of reasons, especially for you guys. You're clearly matching everything. You care about the science of that.
Skin tones, we're talking about color of clothing. Want to be able to read your CineD logo and not have it smeared with some other color coming onto it that you don't want, or the glasses, the look. Without doing a bunch of makeup, you should be able to do a natural shot and get it exactly what you want the first time.
Got it. Okay, so the Reflect series behind me, pricing, we have a couple different sizes here, and then
we're about 800 here, about 800 here, and about 1,300 here at retail. The box is $1,000, but you can run 4 of those off of one box, one controller. So I mean, it's not, when you go to a regular light and try to do that, you're looking at $1,200, $1,300. We're still under $1,000 per channel.
And you're providing the splitting cable and all that.
Yeah, all that stuff. Yeah. Oh, if they're gonna go extra long, they got to put their own cables on it. I mean, that's the plug and play part. But it's all plug and play. You're not hardwiring or trying to custom make wires, the strip wires. It's all either 3-pin XLRs, and we use all Neutrik, heavy duty, high end, proper connectors and all that stuff. And then the same with the 5-pin DMX. It's all plug and play. There's nothing you have to do. Turn it on. That's the big thing.
So Toby, where is BB&S lighting available in both the States, internationally? Walk me through that.
Yeah, so we're building everything in Copenhagen, Denmark. So the website there, www.brothers with an S -sons.dk. Okay, and in the United States, I have my websites for North and South America is www.bbslighting.com. So the company name BB&S is brother and sons. When Peter and his best friend got together and started the company, they went out one night and said, it's time to start a company. Well, our wives are having sons. Let's call it brother and sons.
I love that. Family business.
Great story. It's a great story.
Toby, congratulations on the awards. Thank you for showing us around the system. I really appreciate your time today.
I'm happy you were here.
All right, guys, that's it for us here at the BB&S booth at NAB 2023. Stay tuned for more continuing coverage from the show. Bye, everybody.